Hello everyone, this is Spider-Man here, and today I have yet another Peter Parker X Reader story. So it's been a bit since I made an Avengers X Reader story. I apologize for that, but I kind of lacked the motivation thanks to the fact of Endgame. I'm not going to spoil it in case you haven't seen it, but it tore my heart apart. I didn't actually even see it in theaters, I just saw scenes of it, but we're not here for that. We're not here to talk about that awful movie of killing everyone I know and love. But we are here to talk about Peter Parker. And this is all before the Infinity Wars things happen. And I just want to say that presume that any character that has died in either Infinity War or Endgame, just assume that this takes place in a different timeline where they don't die. Or whatever. Because that's what I would like to do, so that way there's no big controversy. So I got this idea of a story in the story something titled Cherry Pie, and I first got this idea thanks to Rosanna Pansino making an awesome Spider-Man cherry pie cake. Go check her out. She is freaking awesome. I will put a link down below to her video. Seriously, go show her some love. She's amazing. And I hope that she makes another Spider-Man themed sweet in the near future because of the movie coming out. So why don't we get started? You were at the grocery store looking for something, and you were on a secret project. There was a local convention coming around to celebrate the Avengers, and you then decided to do something Spider-Man themed because he was always your favorite. You grabbed some supplies and went to check out. When you got home, you immediately got started on your little project. You set out all your supplies and began baking. And at the convention. It was finally the day of the convention, and all the Avengers were there. Everyone from Iron Man to Loki. You managed to snag a picture with a couple of them, too. But the whole time you were looking for Spider-Man. You grew worried that you wouldn't be able to give him his present. As you were walking through the crowd, you felt as though you were being followed. Suddenly, a man shoved you and took your purse and the present. You screamed and ran after him. "Stop him! He took it!" you screamed. Suddenly, a giant web formed in front of him, and he landed face first into it. He dropped the purse and the present, which two hands covered in a red spandex suit caught. You ran over and gasped as the one and only Spider-Man was holding the gift you got for him. "Spider-Man, thank you. You saved all my hard work." No, it's no problem," he stuttered. He sounded so cute, but familiar. You took the box from him and opened it to make sure the present was still in good condition. What do you got there? He smiled and turned the box around, revealing a cherry pie cake decorated to look like the Spider-Man suit. He slowly took the box and chuckled. This is incredible. Did you make this all yourself?" "Yep, cherry pie is my favorite, and I heard it was yours too." "It is! This looks awesome!" Suddenly, the Avengers came over and saw the man stuck to the web. "Peter, what the heck did you do?" Iron Man yelled. You ran over and said, "It's not what it looks like. That man stole my purse and the cherry pie I made for Spider-Man, and he saved them." Stark looked a little shocked and said, "You made a cherry pie cake for him, but not me?" You giggled. Spider-Man walked over and thanked you again for the cake. "By the way, didn't Iron Man say Peter?" Everyone froze. Tony simply said, "Well, he may or may not be Peter Parker, and I might need a slice of that cake." You sighed. "Well, Spider-Man, hope to see you around. Maybe at the park near Bleecker Street after the convention." That's a Doctor Strange reference there, in case you didn't get that. He stuttered a little bit before just uttering out a simple, "Sure." You giggled and left him to deal with the Avengers teasing. And now for a time skip. You were on the bench near the park, and you awaited seeing Peter. He finally showed up, and he was in his regular clothes. You stood up and walked over to him. "So, the nerdy and awkward Peter Parker is hanging out with the Avengers? Hey, I'm not nerdy or awkward." Well, I never exactly said you being a nerd and such was a bad thing. If anything, it's pretty dang cute. Really? Maybe. Peter and you both looked into each other's eyes for a second, before you leaned forward and kissed him softly. Peter stiffened for a moment before awkwardly kissing back. And meanwhile, Stark and the other Avengers were snapping pictures to blackmail Peter with. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I felt as though I could have done at least a little bit better with this story, but I do sincerely love this because it was so cute, and I swear to you, like, it's cute, but like, I feel as though I could have done at least a little bit better with Spider-Man because he is absolutely adorable, but it's kind of hard to capture him in my writing, honestly. I'm not sure if you guys can feel that because I certainly do, because it was really tricky to write this story, but that might just be because I've had a lot of problems going on in school, as I'm sure you probably have heard of. And just aside from that, I've had a lot of issues going on in general. But thankfully, I've had a good long break, and summer vacation is just